What player could you say, well, I play just like him in the NFL?
I don't really know if there's specifically like one player that I can say I play like them, or I could see me being exactly like them. But I'd say I kind of just take, little things from each player.
Good answer.
Tyrann Mathieu is a big one. He's just everywhere. He's always in the play, making a big play, a big stop. Also, Jamal Adams. He's
oh man, I loved you.
I know that I'm sure that's just a sore subject for you guys out there. But,
no, not for me. For him.
Okay,
I can't stand the man.
But his aggressiveness and just getting after the ball carrier and always making a play.
Did anybody tell you that you look like Ashton Davis too? Because you do look like Ashton Davis. It's crazy.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know what Ashton Davis is? He was drafted by the Jets in the 3rd round. Was it 3rd round last year?
3rd round, yeah.
3rd round last year, Giants pick. You never heard of Ashton Davis?
Mm-mm.
I'm surprised.
I'll have to look him up, though.
He's a good player. He's a good young player. Cal was a running back, not running back, safety, who actually, he played 1 or 2 years of college ball. He never played high school ball. He was a track and field runner, and he became an NFL player. He's a pretty damn good NFL player.
So is Maurice Jones-Drew, so that's a good track record to have. So we were talking about like the versatility of the safety position. You brought up Jamal Adams, how much times he blitzed. Even though he regressed a little in coverage this year, he had the biggest sack record for a safety all time. And the Seahawks lined him up strangely for whatever reason, a lot as a linebacker, which was very weird considering how bad their secondary was. But just as a whole, like you've seen a lot of these guys. You mentioned the Honey Badger, who I think is the best safety in football. Guys that are moved around a lot.
Does he not look like Ashton Davis?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
He looks identical of Ashton Davis. When you go and look him up, I guarantee you're going to be like, oh, my God, that's my twin brother.
Wow. That's even more resemblance than I would have thought.
Yes.
That's crazy.
You look identical to Ashton Davis.
He's not wrong on this one, Brock. If you look up Ashton Davis,
you got to post that up so people can see that.
That is crazy. So back to the question. So do you think the versatility of the safety position is a requirement essentially now for young safeties, where you don't see as much like one or the other type safeties, box safeties or coverage safeties? And also, how much have you played in terms of different roles, whether it's slot corner, linebacker, stuff like that, and different safety spots?
Yeah, I definitely agree that you have to be able to play many different positions, because there's just many different scenarios that you're going to be in, and the better you are at different things, the better chance you have. I've played, corner, outside linebacker. I've played nickel, strong safety, free safety. So yeah, I think it definitely affects your play.
What game really stood out to you? I don't know if you had a high school game this year, but what in your career in high school, what game has stood out to you, your best game, and what was your worst game, and what do you like to remember as a high school player, and what do you not want to remember as a high school player? I'd
say favorite game would have to be my sophomore year. It was a really close game. They were down by a touchdown, and it was a 4th down. We needed to stop to seal the game away, and we lined up man-to-man, and I had a pass breakup to seal the game. That was probably my favorite memory of a game. My worst would... I don't even think I've had a bad game. I don't know.
Well, that's a compliment for you, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the worst, but what I would like to remember, probably just, the friendships and the bond that I made with all my friends here. I'd like to forget the long morning runs, waking up at 6 a.m. and getting out there, but.
You hear what he says, the long run.
Long runs.
Nice and slowly, the long run.
Just as slow psychologically as the length of the run and how tired you must have ended up getting.
The long run.
So, Brock, if you were to have a choice to play for one NFL coach, whether it be both past and present, you're not an NFL coach. If you were an NFL coach, you wouldn't be here right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would. It's the end of the season.
Yeah, and you would be here instead of scouting and stuff like that.
Yeah, why not? That's what the scouts are there for. I'm here to relax and get ready for the season.
All right, so one NFL coach, it could either be past or present, that you would want to play for the most. Who would it be and why?
I'd say it's got to be Bill Belichick.
Oh, come on. Brock, you're killing me today.
The GOAT coach. be a part of like the Patriot rules, I guess you could say, and I think that'd be a really cool experience.
Brock, I loved you in the beginning of this interview, and then all of a sudden you mentioned Jamal Adams, and then you answered with Bill Belichick and arguably my rival. I can't stand the Patriots, and you mentioned a team. So let me ask you a question. What is your goal? You going to college, going to play college ball? Are you planning? Do you plan that your goal is to play NFL football, or are you planning to go through your 4 years of education, get your degree, and see where everything lies? What is your plans after college?
Yeah, absolutely, the NFL. That's always been a goal of mine and a dream, and I think I'm willing to make the sacrifice to get there and see where it takes me.
By the way, it's interesting you brought up the Bill Belichick.
Oh, my God. Could you not mention that name anymore?
Okay, it's interesting because Brock told me when we were setting up for the interview that he's actually an Atlanta Falcons fan, so very surprising that he brought up.
I just say I'm a Falcon. I don't really have like a specific team. I just say the Falcons. That's where I was born, was in Georgia, so I just say, Falcons, sure. But I'm not really
Well, you can't hate the Falcons. The Falcons was in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, even though Kyle Shanahan screwed them. But all in all, I think they, when you look at the Atlanta Falcons and the success of the Atlanta Falcons in the last 10 years, they have been very successful as an organization. They just couldn't get over the hump to win a Super Bowl. They have Julio Jones. They've had Rodney White. They've Matt Ryan has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league, an elite quarterback for almost 7 years before he just broke down. And this is a completely different team. So you can't hate on the Atlanta Falcons. So being an Atlanta Falcon fan is better than being a New York Jet fan. So I give you all the credit in the world.
True. That's definitely true.
It's definitely true. The Jets haven't been to a Super Bowl in 50 years. So it's definitely true.
All right, so settle this as a Falcons fan, because he says Kyle Shanahan is the biggest thing to blame. I don't think so. I think it's more the defense getting too conservative. What are your thoughts to that?
Yeah, I would say probably defense being too conservative.
Give me a break.
They just blew that lead. It was insane.
They blew that lead because they should have ran the ball. Why would you throw the ball? You control the clock. There was 9 minutes left and you're up by 20 points and you decide to throw the ball. What kind of sense that you don't blame Kyle Shanahan against when the San Francisco 49ers played the Kansas City Chiefs, they were up by 10 points with 6 minutes left and he stopped running the ball against arguably they're the number one running offense throughout the season, throughout the playoffs, and he stops running the ball the last 6 minutes of the game, depended on Jimmy Garoppolo's arm, and that's why they lost. To me, the 49ers should have been a Super Bowl championship, just as well as the Atlanta Falcons should have been the Super Bowl champions, not the Patriots. So, to me, Kyle Shanahan is an absolute loser. That's all I'm saying. I like his offense. I think his style is great. Run first, throw second, makes a lot of sense. That's what wins championships. No question that it does. His father, Shanahan, Mr. Shanahan, Mike Shanahan, who won 2 Super Bowls with the Broncos, his success came from, obviously, John Elway, but running the ball. Davis running the ball, throwing second. That's what he did, and he had a very good defense. Same thing with the Atlanta Falcons. Shanahan had a great offense, great running game, second best running game in the league. And he stopped running the ball with arguably 2 of the best running backs in the league. And then same thing happened with the 3-headed monster with the San Francisco 49ers with 6.5 minutes left of the game. You are up by 10, you are winning the game, and you're on their side of the ball, the 48-yard line. All you had to do was run the ball, and he decides to throw the ball. So to me, it's all Kyle Shanahan. I don't care about what the defense did. You run the clock out, you win the game, and you're up by 10 points. The chances of a team coming back, do you know what the percentage was for a team to come back with almost 5 minutes left of the game, up by 10? 71%. Do you know the highest percentage in NFL history in the playoffs? Kyle Shanahan led both teams. Kyle Shanahan had a 71% chance to win as the head coach. 71% with the San Francisco 49ers. He lost the game in the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan, as the offensive coordinator, had a 99.5% percent chance to win the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons. What did he do? He lost. So to me, Kyle Shanahan puts up all the big duds. It doesn't matter where he is as an offensive coordinator and as a head coach, he's going to lose. It flows. I'm sorry. What do you think, Speedy?
Well, we're going to forever disagree on that because I'm with you, Brock.
He's in love with him.
No, it's not that. I thought they just got too soft on defense.
He wants to make love to him.
And as a defensive back, a big difference a lot of the time with man and zone concepts. They were great playing press and man-to-man and guarding the middle of the field in the first half, and they got soft all of a sudden, and that's what I thought lost it for them. And even you saw in the years after that, it must pain you as a Falcons fan seeing all those late and double-digit leads that have been blown. Even after Shanahan got hired by the 49ers.
How could you not get soft when you're up and you completely dominate defensively, and then in the fourth quarter, absolutely give up on the run? How do you do that? How do you do that? You ran the ball. You ran the ball 10% of the time in the fourth quarter when you were running the ball almost 85% the whole game. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, Kyle Shanahan's a moron. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, Brock, we do this with all our recruits. We're going to ask you some silly questions. Okay. And we expect you to give us a straight answer. And then after that, we're going to give you the opportunity to ask us 3 questions of your own. Any question that you want, it doesn't matter what it is, we will answer it to a T. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. First question. Boxers or briefs? Or if you like tidy whities, which one would you go with and why?
Definitely not the tidy whities. Oh, that would not be.
Well, he's wearing...
No, do not listen to him, Brock.
He is wearing Scooby-Doo tidy whities, my friend.
Do not listen to him.
If you want him autographed, he'll send it to you.
No.
Oh,
you don't have to watch him. You can frame it.
I'll pass on that.
Do not listen to him.
I would go with the briefs.
All right, and why?
They just give you the security that you need,
Yeah, you don't like them to hang. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I don't like them to hang either, and I was an athlete too. When you get to my age, and I'm a little bit older than you, Brock, they start to jiggle. So you have to be very secure, and that's why those boxer briefs. I wear boxer briefs and only boxer because I like the security. What do you think, Speedy?
Exactly.
You tidy whities.
I do not wear tidy whities, Brock. Do not listen to this guy. He just wants to.
Me, Tarzan, him, Jane. God.
There you go.
There we go.
So you're an NFL coach, somebody who swings from a vine, and everybody's agent, apparently.
All right, second question. Favorite snack to eat before a game and why?
Probably a banana and some pickle juice.
Pickle juice?
I cramp.
Hopefully not
cramp
together.
So, I've got to drink the pickle juice and get the banana for anti-cramp stuff. So
what are you trying to make?
Hopefully you don't
up?
eat them together.
No.
Okay, thank God.
Banana and pickle juice for dinner.
Yep.
What do you want for dinner? What do you want for Brock Fabrizio? What do you want? It's not Italian food. I want some pickle juice and bananas, baby. That's what I want. Bring it home to me, mama. Yeah. Good. I've never heard that before.
We had somebody
pickle
who
juice,
mentioned
yes.
pickle
Two
juice.
guys.
And he said, I forget who it was, and he also said he did competitions with his teammates on who could chug the jar the fastest or something like that. Have you ever done anything like that?
Terrible.
I hate pickles. They're my least favorite thing. So I'm just choking it down, just drinking the least amount.
That's interesting.
I
you don't like pickles, but you love pickle juice. Wow.
I don't love it. I just got to do it so I don't cramp.
Huh.
Well, Speedy looks like a pickle. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, last question for us. Blondes or brunettes and why? You're going to BYU, man. A lot of smart women over there. A lot of blondes, brunettes, and some redheads. I've been to BYU. It's a beautiful school. Very, very nice, technical. Do you have a girlfriend, by the way?
I do.
Okay,
yeah,
so what is her name, by the way?
Her name is Hannah.
Hannah, okay. How long you guys been together?
Probably a little less than 2 years.
Look at you. You're trying to think. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get yourself into trouble now. Hannah might cut your head off, man.
You got to think. You got to think long and hard.
It's 2 years. Okay, so that's good. Where is she going to school? Is she going to BYU with you?
She is going to BYU.
Oh, look at that. She's following you. That's good. That's good. Congratulations, man. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's good. Good. Is she going to follow you to the NFL too?
Of course.
All right. So she'll be your corner. Okay. She'll be your corner. You'll be the safety, and you can share the field together. What do you think about that?
Sounds great.
So is she a blonde or a brunette?
She is a brunette.
All right. What color eyes?
Yeah.
What color eyes?
She's got brown eyes.
All right. So So you're a blonde hair guy. You have light eyes, blue eyes, and you like the brown and brown. Okay, and I understand. I got your.